We see RSG again. They have priority on what they want to do here in game number 3. And also, back on the rest, we have Omega also blends with the hair of Madden West,
Huh?
who has color red in their hair.
They all have. I just realized that. So
Oh.
busy trying to think of the game. Everyone in Omega just has colorful hair. Got red, silver, orange, green, and then Lewis there right at the end.
Lewis is just beautiful.
Yes.
Lewis is just, this is a handsome young man.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. Navaria is the ban here for RSG. And they really just want to make sure that Omega doesn't get a lot of vision. Until they're getting taken out. Now we know that they're going to be fighting for Vexanas, Nolans. Are any of them going to get banned out? Still banning out the Faramis.
I can confirm the Joy or the Nolan, at least one of them, if they don't get banned here. Again, they can play to that gambit. I think Panda's going to try to play that gambit. He's going to try to walk away with the Nolan this time again.
Fair enough.
That.
Yeah. Either those two.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then they're already expecting what Omega might be doing,
Yep.
which is
ban the Joy here.
yeah, ban the Joy, and then they're just gonna be balancing also their jungler pickups. Joy makes a lot of sense. Joy not first pickable right now. It's usually just Vexana, Nolan, sometimes the weird Ruby first pick, Claude first pick also.
Yeah. Ruby's mostly shows. You know, let's see how this goes. What's the gambit? So that's the Joy. So let's see if Coach Lemon responds with the Nolan. And it opens up a lot of ways again for RSG to just take what their draft went from game number 1. And they did.
Nolan.
Read it carefully.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
So it feels like Omega saying, go ahead, pick up the Vexana. Then we'll be a little bit more ready for it. If it's going to be the Vexana, are we going to see another game where blue side picks up Vexana Bruno in their first 3 picks?
I want to hear you again from what you... Vexana. I want to see the Claude this time around.
Please? Anyone? But I get it. Vexana up against Claude. Claude isn't that happy, so Ruby's Matic. They're rushing the Martis this time, though.
Not changing a thing.
That's the adjustment for Omega.
That's the Mattis right there.
Yeah.
The madness. I love the confidence. So XP, probably still XP or Rome, Ruby, and Martis. We see Matt how he went from game number 2. So this time around, will they consider the marksman from RSG this early or the mid? Oh, no.
Yeah, just paired up with a Bruno again.
Do the same thing.
Yeah.
Do the same thing. Except
Okay.
if there's anything I learned about Kusei now in Season 13, the new Kusei, the 2024 Kusei, is he doesn't mind just doing the job. You leave him in the lane, he's going to take the turrets and then move on. Because again, that's what he did game 1. He was always on to the next, on to the next. I'll do this. And they were all on the same page.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh,
changed
wow.
They're running
What
it
a
back.
perfect pair here.
Yeah, honestly, it still went in line with what you said. You repeated the carry. And it's going to be up to the carry Baron. So it's going to be the big adjustment this time around. It's the same core heroes of their lineup, except that instead of a Nana, it's a Vexana, which we know Vexana does fare better here and might actually go better in line with what they want to do with this lineup. So maybe that's why RSG drafted this way.
A great start for the Raiders. So will Smart Omega do actually prioritize the marksman? Yeah, they did.
Yep.
So I'm guessing Smart Omega is now going to try to invest in a lot more magic damage. They definitely need more in terms of burst and reliable damage that'll come out with a power spike, because I don't see them doing much work with a Bruno and a Martis alone. That doesn't really make a cake, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because if we're talking about someone to work with the Bruno, I was thinking kind of like, how about, I don't know if this room is going to go with XP. Either Matilda or even CC. I don't know. Something crazy. I'm not sure.
There is an absence of CC.
Yeah, no one has decided to pick her. Actually, if anyone's going to draft CC in this lineup, I think it might... Well, either of them could go for it. Would still be good.
Okay.
Good ban here in the Lilia, as expected. With this kind of lineup, you don't want to go up against a Lilia.
Oh yeah, you don't want your front line to be melted right away with the press of Garrett, also with a Vex. The focus on this Fanny or even the Assassin picks, it's good to actually see that the focus on these teams are actually, they're pushing this Barras either to be in the jungle or even in the EXP.
So are they just going to... Whoa, they even banned out the Lancelot. Okay, respecting that. Are they just going to trade mid laners here? Is Omega just going to end up with a Nana this time around? Or is Omega going to try picking up something like a Valentina? But if you pick Valentina 4th, you only see the Eternal Guard, not that much. Unless you want to take the Barrett's Ultimate, but that's not that fun for a Valentina.
It's not going to put you in a good position.
Yeah, it's like a Valentina that's just full all-in.
I think Nana. Nana's better.
Nana, right?
Yeah.
Unless RSG ban it, unless Coach Pan and Coach Dalit are on it.
Yeah, just
I
really
hope they are because mid's so tight right now.
Yeah, and it's either you pick your poison for your mid lane hero. You gotta be prepared on what you want to gamble with the ultimates of RSG.
Because you can't go for Rammus here if you're Omega.
We're talking about it.
Yeah,
Nah.
there, of course. So what? You can't go Faramis. You're going to be forcing them to pick a mid laner that we haven't potentially even seen in MPL Indonesia. A Phobia's mid lane will not do good here. They're going to go something weirder. Kagura?
Wow, really? Well, that could actually make sense. Try to reach the Vexana from there because it's the problem. You can't reach the Vexana once she has that great amount of snowball and burst. So that could be. So
they're going to go poke? Eve?
What's Coach Lembot, Coach Snap?
They're
and
forcing.
Coach Stronger back in.
They're
What can
forcing
Ryle
them.
play, dude?
Will they be answering the Valentina? I think
That's the only
I
other
hope
thing.
Yeah, that's the only other thing, but it's tough.
All right, we'll worry about it
We'll work on
later.
it.
Okay.
I still... Oh, but Eve is just not so good. All right, let's go.
4 physical heroes, by the way. Dreadnought armor? Yes.
Give me all magic, okay.
that's the green light. So how is the Bakito be a good answer? Because you were talking about Leo, how would this be the great amount of pair for the Martis or even the Bruno? So
It's burst, but it's not damage coverage. They still need a good mid laner.
Yeah. Okay. I think RG might consider Lapu or... the thing is, you don't see their mid lane, so Bene might... Unless they gamble on it and they pick up a Bene. See either Bene, Lapu. Toms won't be so good here.
wait. How about Angela? No.
Mid Angela for Omega and then what? All
Wow!
right, X-Borg!
They've taken even the counter
Excuse me,
for
yeah.
Barretts.
X-Borg is slowly becoming a breakout hero in other metas, and now finally we see an X-Borg in MPL PH.
Yeah. And still no CC. Very interesting.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
I can see the smile on JC's face right now.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can message us right now if you're really happy. But this, I think, is this the Omega card that they were using? Is the Gore the answer now? We were talking about the Kagura, we were talking about even the CC. Is this the answer for the Vexana?
Nice too.
A part of me thinks that RSG actually saw it coming because they picked up an X-Borg.
Yeah, I'm trying to dive
Yeah.
that Gord. But again, it's either the Gord, the Kag, the Val, or the Eve.
Yeah.
I'd say you have to go to the battle mages. So you're now just looking at Eve or Gord. Ryle likes the Gord.
Yeah. And still has that true damage, so it's going to be good for the Barretts. They needed it.
Well,
CC.
And CC.
CC, yeah. I love how we discussed that draft, but now it's game time. The final deal breaker for the first match of the day. Will the new faces of the barangay be the answer against the Raiders? The return of the Kings. Who will take this victory?
Oh, that X-Borg pickup could be the bane of that Gord and the formation here
Oh, yeah.
of Omega. Meanwhile, they can go pick off. Strong pick-off capabilities for RSG between Light and Aqua. It's not going to be an instant kill, but at least very close to it.
You see that? That was a level 2 stun.
Yeah.
I'm liking Gord, man.
Yeah, completely are great utilities, even for early game poke or even hold for the lanes. I love how Demon Kite opted for the Barretts for the jungler instead of being in the side lanes. Because he's on level 3 right now and completely having a great way compared to game number 2.
Yeah, 3 heroes with assassin emblem sets on the side of Omega, so good choice there. So they need at this point.
4 flickers per side, by the way. So expect a lot of re-engages.
I think there's no Purify is going to be an option even for an RSG Omega game. We don't like cleansing, we don't like Purifies.
It's like mutually assured destruction at this point.
Yep.
We commit, we're all gonna go down.
I love it. All in. Completely a great mindset for even in this game. The final deal breaker for this best of 3. 20 seconds for the first objective. I think from that, let's talk about this matchup. X-Borg and the Paquito. Is a great amount of damage be even enough to melt the Frogger armor even you're up, even by just a Deroth? Who would actually have an advantage from this?
Maybe not until a little bit later. I mean, Paquito did get stronger, level 1, level 2. But if the Paquito misses it, then the X-Borg will just be able to regen everything quickly. But I believe, yeah, he's out of his Farago armor. We saw the roll animation there. So you see, you're going to be seeing Lewis just play around the shrubs.
Yeah, we saw the answer. Again, it is enough. There's enough damage to burst out the Faraga armor. Yeah. Now the Turtle dance begins. Turtle approaching half health here. DK ready to cock and load that. Then as welcome. Oh, look at that Mystic Gush taken down. Demon Kite even before Lewis can get bumped into his teammates. Now Mark gets taken down by Aqua, and that's a wash 1-for-1. Not very low. Gets cut off by Light. Divine Judgment strikes. And now Turtle still standing. No retribution for RSG nor for OMG. And the fight continues.
Lewis.
Lewis looking for a pop. Nibor gets his Faraga armor once more. Both
Demon
teams
Kite.
not letting go.
Demon Kite
Here
is back.
comes DK. Got that red tree. Matt trying to catch up. Nibor gonna get popped here. Defensive Faraga armor. DK with the red tree. RSG scores.
Wow, that early ultimate from Ryle actually was a great response for Demon Kite just be in time to get that first objective.
Yeah, good thing he was able to get that back there in time. And as we saw there, a lot of re-engages. Flickers, making the most out of it. Who uses it first? The team that doesn't can re-engage. I think that's just what we're going to be seeing. It's going to be a seesaw style of team fighting unless someone gets 3-4 early kills with a big combo, depending on whichever side that you're looking at for here. Again, if I'm RSG, they really have to.
Someone got pulled.
Mark makes contact, helping secure the kill onto Light. They spent all their ults though, but that's OMG. They're walking away with what they can. They don't want this goal lead to bubble out of control.
Yeah.
I'm loving the answer of Barangay Omega against this Vexana. The gourd on the first encounter of that first objective was a big of a problem. Will they answer now with defense or with just damage? Because with that kind of threat, you need to be sure on what you need to do in those kind of objective taking.
Yeah, I think if Omega are going to be the first to the position there, RSG has no choice. They will suffer damage and combos just like that. So now it's going to be up to Light and Aqua to get the key areas in the map if they feel like there are other members of Omega there, because if not, then that's what's going to happen.
This is a gank waiting to happen. 2v4, Eternal Guard. West catches a face full of this big hulking golem, courtesy of Aqua. And they will take it down, but leaving West just underneath half health. And RSG unrelenting. They're maintaining the pressure here, top lane.
Speaking of pressure as well, wow, they're not letting go of the vision up top. Royal, Marked, and West. I love how they're trying to put on pressure with West specifically, because into the mid stages of the game, that is how will they connect damage with magic damage, or for physical magic damage. And that is the threat that they want to, well, even prevent.
All right, how about round 2? Second turtle already spawned. Matt taking shelter in that Y bush. Lewis sent away by Nibor and Light. Flicker Divine Judgment! Scoring a kill for Aqua. Lewis knocked out for this one. Turtle up. It's a big 3v4. Not looking good for the Barangay.
Wow, Nibor with a great amount of peel. Demon Kite onto the first pace here. Someone got pulled in though.
Oh, the flicker by Mark. Ryle with the gush. Aqua still standing, taken down by Matt. Now it's even Stevens, 3v3. Demon Kite taking hold of the turtle here, waiting to get that score. Retribution secures the big objective. Another one for the Raiders.
Okay, great patience
Top
there.
lane.
Oh,
West
Whoa!
does not get the kill. Kusei runs away.
Well, at that point, you just take it. I go back to base. I lost the emotion battle there, but Kusei can come back anyway into this. This is bad news for RSG because Omega got their Bruno out first. They have a strong crowd control, true damage also dealing mid laner. RSG, the next major sequence, if they lose that, Omega will take full control of this game. But right now, it's being tempered by the performances of the two EXP laners, Nibor and Luis. They need to understand now that their presence in team fights and in the map is so important.
Safe to say, even if it's RSG who's walking away with the two major objectives, OMG are just waiting to snowball. OMG are waiting to rubber band into a huge advantage. It's going to happen, that mid-game power spike.
And it's a complete possibility. Just imagine Matt here, 2-1. Has Rain Hour, someone got pulled in.
I'm offended, says Mark, forcing out an early.
Oh, wow.
Last Insanity from Nibor. Mark takes a face full of flame missiles, though. But just like that, OMG, they have to consider, hey, should we stay here? Should we rotate?
I think that was he wanted to secure because there's a lot of...
Oh!
no, hold that thought.
5-man collapse waiting to happen.
Marked.
Forced out of that bush. RSG throwing no caution to the wind. Omega knows that it's all 5 members here. Ryle gushing into that wave.
Yeah. So now the play here for Omega is stretch out Lewis. You're going to try to show yourself up top to force the export to go there, force a response to defend that turret, because if not, you're going to lose it. RSG, on the other hand, though, 4v4.
Whoa!
Both
Flicker,
teams.
Divine Judgment!
And now, that's one down. The perfect target. It's Ryle. Aaron Dilan Katipon. This madman finds the perfect flicker, Divine Judgment. There's so much happening. Now Nibor in mid. Lewis shades of the showstopper, taking care of the other half of the map with his Paquito in his hands. And that's another turtle. Last one scored by Demon Kite.
That was all light, baby.
3 for 3.
They needed that pickoff, and now RSG playing to their strength. Marked.
One more time, another pull by Marked, trying to get that kill onto Light. West, it's just him and Mark here in the bottom lane, 3v2. Can they defend? Can they keep this tier 1 in the bottom? Ryla's respawned. Here we go. 1 minion, 1 card. Flicker forward. Ryle says, not this time, Light. Not this time.
Oh my goodness, that Mystic Gush Flicker completely pushed back Kusei. That is just completely Omega onto the damage. And also the pressure, look at that, down bottom. Demon Kite trying to hold though.
Yep. Oh, neither one wants to give way. And now because of that, Matt is going to get some confidence and try to commit Grand Theft Orange.
And this whole time, Lewis has just been hovering top and mid. Oh, he gets pulled, Demon Kite.
Oh, Matt has done it. Matt has done it.
Stolen.
An orange, and wow, objectives being taken out slowly from RSG. And to point out, no turrets taken from the barangay yet.
Yeah. And just so we're reminded why at some point Gord became a top priority pick last season, that's only an ice green one. He only had 1 item on him, but that's how much he hurts already. RSG, OMG.
Looking to push this bottom lane, tier 1. Demon Kite with a detonus welcome. The turret taken down. EG the answer back. Divine Judgment taken down, Marked. That's the roamer from the barangay. Down for the count. 3v4 down bottom. Make it 3v5. There's a big Eternal Guard walking up, taken down here. And just like that, I think OMG's going to hold on to this turret still.
Wow, they're committing. They're really committing to this one.
Oh no, that's 5 here. In comes Nibor from the flank. What's he gonna do?
Lewis.
Oh, just watch. OMG clears the wave.
Wow. And Lewis right on point, just in case things fall down.
Whoa, wait.
Who gets it?
Grand Theft
Stealing.
Purple. Successful. Yep. Demon Kite says touche. Now it's my turn.
And now because of that, RSG will finally get that tower in the bottom. It felt like they were there forever because Lewis just kept split pushing. Nibor wasn't always there, just trying to watch out for Lewis. He didn't even get to break the tower up top. But now, it's still close. Still, there's a chance for Matt and Omega. But RSG start things off and are in a better position. Look at where Light is.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing classic Light things, man.
Yeah.
He's found this bush. I don't know if Omega knows that he's here.
Oh.
Yeah, they're baiting them. Oh, I think Lewis feels it.
In his gut.
Yeah, in his gut. They smell it.
I love how they're
right.
just... The game sense of Lewis is just really right on point, but no, they're not really
this
stopping.
coming. Whoa, they saw it!
Flickered!
3v1.
Lewis!
Going for the chase. Kusei and Aqua and Light. They want their man.
But what's the Lord? Who's getting the Lord
time?
though?
OMG have a man advantage in the Lord pit. What's going on over there? The attempted turn.
What?
Lord here at a 5th of its health. Nibor with the last insanity.
Oh.
Lord's still standing. Nibor gets mad. Nibor gets 2. Ryle down. DK with a secure. OMG are reeling. West goes down. RSG walk away with so much big ticket ult off of their rookie, scoring 3, and the big Lord take to boot.
Smart Omega, what the hell happened? It was 4 versus 2. Nibor and Demon Kite versus the Barangay, and the X-Borg and Barats won it out. That chase went on for long. I thought Omega would have rushed the Lord already by then. But no, the Lord was still at 12,000 health by the time we saw it. Omega, was that hesitation or was that just really Nibor and Demon Kite dealing and maximizing the damage and tankiness they have with their heroes?
I mean, they took their time with the turn. Now OMG, they're going to have to defend like they never have in this game. 12 minutes in, taking down this fresh Lord, clearing it, losing no inhibitors whatsoever. But just like that, RSG pushed their first turret at 10 minutes. Their first turret, rather. And now they've all gone in.
I wish we could get a Snyder's Cut replay as to what happened to that Lord. But it took so long. Nibor and Demon Kite.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Is it
Lewis was the one who's trying to divert RSG. How is this going?
Is it
going back to the replay?
Oh no, it's already when we already saw it happen. Nibor though just maximizing it. But by the time we got to the Lord, we already saw members of Omega were low. 3 of them. So that just tells me Nibor and Demon Kite, and I'd like to think it's actually the X-Borg, just absolutely we're melting down the members of Omega.
I have a theory, a Lord theory. Something tells me Smart Omega may have juggled the Lord and danced in a way that was just perfect for Nibor to finish the job. Yeah. That could have been it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you have the best combo to actually take a Demon Kite on this Barats and the X-Borg onto Nibor. The Immortality was just completely the great way to answer the threat of Barangay Omega. But having these 2 combos work, it's just the right amount of the great amount of recipe to take that main objective. And now they're clearing through the turrets. Just cleared through the turrets. And the Lord advantage, even the Gold Lord is now rising through the Raiders now.
Huge gains for RSG. About 4,500 gold they made off of that single Lord, and now they're ahead 5K. Just like that. It's like they never sat down with no turret takes.
Okay, RSG looks good for them in siege scenarios. Although the carry will have to be careful, watch the positioning. Well, the entirety of RSG can, because Omega still has a very strong combination. Even though it's a 4,000 gold difference, and Omega haven't broken 40K, it'll take them some time. Because they have the Gourd, and then the Martis as well, RSG still need to bide their time. In terms of going out of base, though, they can try, but it's going to be risky.
So, okay. So, Barangay Omega still has this late game chance. It's still present, but they have to have this great amount of maneuver to make it work. How will they actually pierce through RSG now?
It's a setup. It's a punish onto Light. It's a surprise from Marked. Either of those 2.
By hook or by crook. And I mean literally a win off of a quick snap team fight, or by Lewis again pulling something off map. Like right now, I hope RSG knows this. But wait, look, like coming with the back line. Last Sanity displacing West. Ryle taken down already. Deadness welcome. Plus the EG wailing away and Matt. Down goes Mark. Down goes Ryle. And just like that, OMG are down to 2 men. Matt and Lewis. Lewis and Matt. Run, Matt, run! Nibor onto him. Nibor looking for it. Matt is buying time. RSG makes the call. It's endable. It's endable. They have penetrated. Down goes Matt. Lewis as well gets knocked out. Immortality checked. RSG gonna take this series.
Returning to the soil